Many were probably wondering why yesterday was in fact such a good day in the market. Why did we just have this pumping taking place, almost no pullbacks during the day until last night? And really what it was is something similar to what we've seen to the downside before. We've had these times where you just have negative news compiling on top of itself. Yesterday was the opposite. Good news, buying, liquidations, Trump VP candidate announced, right? We'll talk about that in a second, or in a different video. But I think one of the biggest things of all was this possibility of a leaked launch date for Ethereum spot ETFs. So this was actually announced yesterday by Reuters, and they said that the SEC had given preliminary approval to at least 3 of the 8 asset managers hoping to launch exchange traded funds tied to the spot price of Ether to begin trading next Tuesday, 3 industry sources said. The approval hinges on applicants submitting their offering documents to regulators before the end of this week, the source said. I don't know why I did that weird. One said that all 8 are expected to launch simultaneously, kind of like we saw with spot Bitcoin ETFs. The SEC didn't immediately respond to the request for comment. So what they said is that they need to, by today, file their final S1 filings. So what they need to do is they must state the fee attached to their spot Ethereum ETFs when submitting their final S1s this week. This again needs to take place, I believe, today or tomorrow. And what people need to understand is we will know ahead of time when this trading is in fact going to commence. We thought their final S1 applications were last week. Apparently they're going to be this week. The SEC will come out and say, hey, these are approved. Here's the official date of trading. Have fun. And the markets are probably going to go wild. Now, this is obviously not a guarantee. This is not financial advice. And know that for SHIB, again, this is something that's very beneficial. We've talked about many times the LPs that are set up with Ethereum. If Ethereum is going to go on a rip-roaring run, SHIB and many other alts, ERC20s, are going to heavily be dragged by that. Now, what I will say is this, is did we knock this all out at once? Was this our buy the rumor, and then now will we have to sell the news? Not necessarily. I don't think we got all the way into this yet, right? Because this was kind of such a laid back leak. There really wasn't much said about this. It was just kind of a day of green, and that's what most people were paying attention to. It wouldn't surprise me if when we do in fact get this announcement, if the market continues to pump, and then once we get trading, then we possibly start having some pullbacks. Now, again, this is not a guarantee. This is not financial advice, but this is kind of our cool down day, at least as of right now. We know BTC is red on the day. We know that we're at 63.8 right now. Swift cool down in the market. Ethereum doing the same thing. Shiba Inu, obviously a race down from 402 down to 4019. We're kind of at a tempered point right now, but that could very quickly change as the day goes on. If you get institutional money continuing to buy, if you have more shorts being liquidated, things can continue on kind of a similar path to what we experienced yesterday. Now, again, I would expect that when you have really hot days like this, you have cool downs. You normally don't do this quite yet. We haven't breached some of these resistance levels up here in terms of SHIB, and in terms of Ethereum, we haven't breached this this cycle high, which is all the way back here. We haven't breached this strong range of resistance here about 3,800 as well. And BTC isn't even close to touching the top of its trend yet. So we're still not at that kind of final breakout moment for the market in general yet. Temper your expectations there. We still have time, but time is very quickly running out. When the market is in full swing, when excitement is at full go, all bets are off. So I appreciate you guys. I would love to hear if you think this is going to be the official date. I think we get an announcement this week, but have a great date. Have a great day. Show your love below. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.